Let's get the management at Brigade Enterprises in. Mr. M.R. Jaishankar is CMD at the company. He joins us from Bangalore. So thanks very much. Good morning. Prashant this side.
Morning, Prashant. How are you?
I'm very good, sir. Thank you. I just want to start by asking you if you've seen the Competition Commission of India's document, which they're calling the Model Agreement between buyers and sellers, which has been put out. If you've gone through it, if you've seen the broad contours of what the CCI has put out.
Yeah. So, see, by and large, it may be okay, but there will always be areas of disagreement. But what I endorse is a model agreement which can be followed uniformly by the industry to avoid confusion. And by and large, in real estate, you can't say there are too many dominant players to attract the definition of Competition Commission.
No, let me get a couple of things out of the way, sir. This is a document by the CCI. This would need to pass the test of law. There would be portions in it which developers and builders associations would like to challenge. I mean, so what is the way forward from here? How would should we consider this document as a landmark deal, landmark agreement? Because if applied, if it passes the test of law, I mean, we are looking at application across the country. I mean, that's going to be pretty big.
No,
how should we look at it?
Yes. As I said earlier, as I said earlier, the initiative itself is a landmark achievement, which I totally support and endorse. But there, as I said, there will be areas of disagreement. No agreement can be one-sided in that sense. So ultimately, the developer is one, and the clients will be in hundreds and thousands. And naturally, the developer's interests need to be protected, not at the cost of the consumer, but certainly not at the cost of the developer itself.
Right. No, from what I understand from the basic read-through, it seems that we are essentially looking at, the CCI basically wants a fair deal for both the buyer and seller and equal penalties in case of default from either sides. That's what we're looking at. I mean, that seems to be the thrust behind the document.
See, the principle is certainly fine. There is no disagreement on the principle of fairness. We support that.
Right. So which portions do you have a problem with? I'll tell you a couple of things. One, the document says that the builder plan, the builder should stick to the approved plan. There should not be any changes from the time of approval and during construction and during the handover. You should stick to the approved plan. The second one relates to FSI, an increase in FSI, etc. These things happen quite a bit. It's quite rampant. And the third is open spaces. So the CCI says that suggests that it should be joint ownership as far as open spaces go, and it should not just be with the builder. What are your thoughts, sir?
See, in most of the cases, I agree. I endorse it. As far as construction of buildings within as per the approved plan is not an issue at all. And some changes that may be allowed as per the authorities, civic authorities, can be done. And we are not supporting violations. Similarly, in the case of other points raised by you, I would say 90% of the developers or so of particularly our recognized CREDAI association, they follow the rules. If there may always be some bad apples which need to be tackled separately. But unfortunately, most of the rules are done for 5% or 10% of bad apples, forgetting the interests of the 90% good people.
Sir, would the agreement, the model agreement by the CCI, serve as the basis for new sales contracts, sir, between developers and their customers? Would it be widely used according to you? Yeah.
See, certainly it will become the base once it becomes fully accepted. Right now it is in the draft mode, and there will always be a debate and discussion before it is fully finalized. Once it is accepted, it will certainly be adopted by all the developers. with suitable modifications that may be required, but depending upon state-wise rules. If there is any minor changes that one need to make to suit the specific rules of state governments or the civic authorities, that may get adopted. Otherwise, the basic principle is certainly fine. We welcome it, and in fact, the industry body itself, the CREDAI, has been moving this proposal among the members for quite some time, and there is a general agreement on having a uniform, standardized agreement methodology. And in fact, the developer body also has a uniform code of ethics, which is in vogue for the last 10 years. And I have no hesitation in saying that at least 90% of the members, if not more, follow the code of ethics.
Got it, sir. One quick response to the outlook as far as the Bangalore market goes, sir, commercial and residential, in 2013. How are things looking? Are things looking up? Are they steady state? What's your sense?
See, personally, I feel that 2013 should be far superior to 2012 in all segments, be it residential, commercial, office, or retail segments. With the uncertainty of U.S. elections getting over, the multinational companies, the software companies in U.S. are likely to take positive decisions on their expansion on or outsourcing issues, which should be a plus for the Bangalore market, which being the largest software market in the country. Similarly, with the FDI policy now adopted by the Parliament, the retail sector also should be better. And so is the case with residential, primarily because the general mood of the economy in 2013 will certainly be better than 2012, where there were much more uncertainties than one can imagine.
Got that, sir. So thanks very much for your time, Mr. Jaishankar. Appreciate you joining in with those comments in.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for Retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.